Hello everyone, it's Amanda coming to you with a quick video, and I am going to be putting this video up live for everyone. It's going to be in our Facebook group because we have a lot of changes with the Freester system, and I want to go over that and let everybody know what's going on and what they should be focused on, and how everything works. And there's going to be more changes over the next couple of weeks, but this is just enough to get you started and for you to understand a new interface with the system, and to let everybody know this is for the best for all of us, because with the new system, we're going to be able to make more money. More money is good. A little bit more work, a little bit, you have to kind of get used to the new system, but it's going to benefit everyone. So in this video, I'm going to go over the do's and the don'ts and what's important, what to really wrap your mind around, and what to not even think about, okay? And I just want everybody to follow the steps, go over the instructions that will be in the file section of the group and also in the description part of this video. That's really important so that we don't get a lot of duplicate questions, because people are not paying attention and people are not fully watching the videos and understanding what's going on. So I'm going to take the time to go over the sub accounts, which is now needed for Freester. Every sub account gets 5 cards, and on your main Freester account, you're going to have 5 cards. So what we're going to do is pull some of those cards off of our main Freester account and add them to a sub account. We can have unlimited sub accounts, 5 debit cards per sub account, okay? So that's what's going on right now. Freester is allowing you to do this, so you don't have to worry about your account being shut down because you are doing this. This is what Freester wants us to do. Why? Because with the sub accounts, it's going to allow us to get more reviews, which is now called feedback, right? It's not reviews anymore. It's now called feedback. We're going to be able to get more reviews per card. So if your card is now getting 5 to 6 hits a day, you're going to get more hits by adding it to a sub account. And that's ultimately what we want, because that's going to allow us to make more money. So I'm going to go ahead and share my screen and show you guys how to set up a sub account, and just follow the steps a little bit at a time. It's very easy and straightforward, but I already set up a sub account. So I'm going to just give you guys the steps. What you're going to do is, when you're setting a sub account up, okay, you are going to use this code that I'm going to provide for you. And the reason why you're using this code is because it's going to allow you to set up a sub account and only pay $1 instead of paying $19.99 or a month. Okay, so sub accounts are $1 a month per sub account, and you want to use this link that I'm going to include for you to set up these sub accounts. Okay, so just give me 1 second while I find it here. Give me 1 second. So this is the link you're using to set up your sub account so you can pay $1. If for any reason, when you're putting this information in and it's taking you to $19.99 a month, all you're going to need to do is, before 7 days, call them, let them know that it's a sub account, give them the member ID, and they will discount it to $1. If it's showing up, another thing that you can do, if it's showing up for $19.99 instead of the $1, what you can do is go into a different browser and enter the information into a different browser, and that's going to allow you to pay the $1 instead of the $19.99. So if you're using Chrome, just go into a different browser, okay? So what we're going to do is, this is the link you want to use, and I'm going to share this with everyone. It's going to be in the file section of the group, and also in the description of this video. Okay, so you're going to see this page here. If you don't, and it's being temperamental, wait, give it an hour or 2 or maybe a day, and then go back in, because remember, the site is still being updated, and that's going to happen for at least another week. Okay, so what you're going to do is, you're going to put your information in here. Okay, when you put all of your information in, let's just act like we're typing some information in. I'm not going to create another sub account because I already created one, and it's being temperamental with allowing me to create a new sub account. So let's just say we're going to go ahead and we're going to create a new sub account. We're going to click yes, out of pocket prescription drugs. Let's just say yes. We could say no, it doesn't matter. I'm going to just put yes. We're going to hit continue. And then what it's going to do is take you here where you put in your credit card information, and then right here where it says $1 trial, that's what you want it to say. If it says $19.99, like I said, you can call, because you're on a 7-day $1 trial. Just call before the 7 days is up and ask them to tell them it's a sub account and you want to pay the $1 for the month. Okay, so when you create that sub account, it's going to be $1 per month. If you're using this code, this URL that I gave you, if it doesn't show up for $1, try a different browser, or you can call them and have it reduced. You're going to hit I agree and accept show. I agree and accept show my discounts. Once that happens and you hit this button, okay, this is where it's going to go. So give me a second and I'm going to put in my information. So this is my sub account, okay? Okay, so when you get to your sub account, hold on really quick. That's not what it's going to look like. It's going to say product tester at the top, okay? And like I said, if anything comes up other than what I'm showing you, just log in what I did is I just opened up a different window. It's a little bit temperamental, okay? But we're going to get through it. Okay, give me 1 second, guys, so I can pull this up for you. I don't want to confuse anybody, so I'm just taking my screen down really quick here. Okay, so what I had to do is I went into a different browser, which is my Internet Explorer, and it came up. So this is my sub account, and the reason why you'll know it's your sub account because it's going to be a different member ID from your normal account. Okay, so what I did was I just used the email that I created. You have to create a new email for each sub account. Okay, so if you don't have one, just create a new Gmail or Yahoo, whatever, and you're going to use that information to create your new sub account. So the reason why I know it's my sub account is because it has a different member ID. What you want to do is once you have that sub account information, you are going to then give your sponsor, the person that brought you into the program, your member ID and your new email for that sub account so they can start getting credit for the reviews, which is called feedbacks that you complete. Okay, so make sure to give this information to your sponsor, your member ID and your new email that you link to that sub account. Okay, so after you go ahead and put your credit card information in and you pay $1 trial, it's going to take you here and you're going to go to access your product tester portal. And now that's what we're doing. We're doing product testing now. It's no longer called reviews, but it does the same thing. Okay, it does the same thing. So when you get in here, you're not going to see this information here. What you're going to see is current subscriptions, add a new card. What you want to do is you want to first go in and add your direct deposit. So you're going to go into this, and it looks very similar to the old account. You're going to go in here and you're going to add your direct deposit. Okay, so right here under the direct deposit tab, sorry, I'm just silencing the phone. You're going to go in here and you're going to add your direct deposit. So far, under direct deposit, I added my card. So it's right here. My TD Bank card is what I added. You're going to add it by putting in your routing number and your account number, and you just hit add my direct deposit. Okay, so once you do that, you're going to also go in here and complete your W-9. Okay, so just like how you did your other account, you're going to go in and you're going to do the same thing for your sub account. You're going to do your W-9. Now, after that, what you want to do is you want to go in and add a new card. So you hit add new card, and you're going to just put in the card information. So I'm going to just block this out so you don't see my card information. Give me 1 second. And right now I'm adding my new card, my card information in here. Okay, now once you add your card information, okay, this is the next step that's really important. Okay, let's see here. Okay, share screen. So after you add your card, okay, you want to make sure in step 1, I added my card. In step 2, you want to just make sure that all of these are checked, okay? So see all of these, golden score, intensity, report, make sure all of these are checked. And then under step 3, you want to make sure that all of these are checked. If they're not checked, just check them. But for the most part, they're going to already be checked. And then the activation date is going to start from the day that you put the card information in. And then it's going to be consecutive for the next 3 days. So the 310, 311, 312, 313. If the dates is not there, just add them consecutively. If you were doing this on April 1st, it would just say April 1st, 2019, April 2nd, 2019, and it'll be consecutive all the way down, okay? So you want to just make sure that you put the activation dates. They cannot all be the same date. It has to start from the date you're entering the card, and then you're going to go down for each date, okay? And then just make sure these is checked, and then make sure that these are all checked. Make sure these are checked, okay? So after you do that, you're gonna hit add my card, okay? So we're gonna just hit add my card, and we're gonna wait and let it process. So it says your new card has been added. So once the new card has been added, if you don't see any changes in the back office yet, give it some time and then go back in, because one of my cards, I added it and it didn't show up right away. I waited an hour and went in and the card was there. So you have to be patient. Patience is key with this, okay? Now let's see if it went through this time on its own. So I'm going to go into current subscriptions, right? And this is the card that I just added. It ended in 9639. It's here. So what we want to do is we do not care about anything under products. This stuff, you're not going to go under this. All of these tabs, you're not going to do anything with that. What we want to just make sure is that by the time that this next bill date come, you want these to be green, because that's how they're going to take off the dollar so that they can pay you back the dollar plus your profit, okay? So just make sure that these are selected green at least by the next bill date. See, all of mine are green, so I'm going to leave that there. This is the card that I just added, which is 9639. Here's the card information here. Okay, this is the card that I just added to my account. And what we're going to also do is we could go under manage cards and deposits, and I'm going to just name the card like I did in the other one. Okay, so right now I have 3 cards under my sub account, and I'm going to just name this card. Okay, so it's here. These 3 cards I added today. Sometimes it may not let you add 3 cards in a day. You might have to wait and add 1 card and wait maybe a couple hours or the next day, and then wait. Don't keep trying to add the same card if you notice right away that it doesn't show up, because it may just be processing and it's a little bit slow and a little bit behind. So I just went ahead and added that card. Now, what I'm going to do is go back under current subscriptions, okay? And under current subscriptions, once the card is added, you'll see that all of this is going to come up, the information with the card. So right now, the information is there, and what we're going to do is feedback. Now, for some reason, the feedback may not actually take, this is like doing a review. It may not take, and it may take when you go to do the feedback. If it doesn't, you're still getting paid for that feedback because you already added your card and it's taking out the dollar. So you just click on feedback, and when you click on feedback, you're going to already see information here. You don't have to do anything with that. You're going to just type in your feedback. So you could put yes or no. I'm going to put yes. And on a scale of 1 to 10, I'm going to put an 8. You don't have to put anything here. You can if you want to, but you don't have to. You're going to hit submit feedback, and you just did a feedback, which is like the same thing as a review, but it's now called feedback, right? So that's what we're going to do is we're going to just hit that button and we're going to process it. It is a little bit slow because, like I said, the account is still updating. Not only that, I'm doing this live, so that's going to slow everything down as well. I would definitely give them another week. So when you come in, you might notice that it disappeared or didn't. I would do like 20 a day. Right now I have 128 entries, which is 128 reviews, right? Feedback. And I just added 3 cards today. I wasn't getting this many when these cards was on my other account. It wasn't as much, but now that I created a sub account, it's going to be extremely active, and it's going to show more money going on to each, more money in profit because it's under a sub account. So I'm going to get more reviews, which is feedback. So right now it says 128 entries. I'm going to do a feedback and see if it goes to 127. So we're going to just do the next feedback that's here at the top. We don't have to scroll down and look for anything. Just do the next one at the top. So I'm going to hit feedback, and then I'm going to do this. Yes. I'm going to just select the number, and then I'm going to hit submit, and let's see if it goes to 127. If not, we're not going to freak out because we're still getting paid as long as your card is on the account, it's active, and it has money on it. It's going to continue to give you more money. So it still says 128 entries. That's fine. For some reason, it's not taking a feedback. You can keep doing it. I would say do like 20 a day so that when it does work, it's not piled up. Okay. And as they update the site, you'll start to see the changes in that it actually is working. But for right now, if it doesn't work, you can do 20 a day so it doesn't pile up. And then once everything updates, you'll see that the numbers will continuously go down. Right now, as we can see, the numbers are not going down, but we're going to continuously get reviews as we add cards. Right now, I only have 3 cards on my account, so I can only add 2 more cards to this account, and then I would start a new sub account. Okay, so right now, what you should be focusing on is just your main Freester account having only 5 cards, and then all of the other cards being transferred to sub accounts, and then giving your sponsor your member ID and your new email for that new account. Okay, that's what you want to work on. Now, what I want to show you guys, and don't worry about if the feedback is not taken, you're still getting paid. Now, people are saying, well, how do I want to see how much I'm getting paid for each day. Like right now on the new one, you can't really see it. If you go to the earnings tab, as you start to earn money, it doesn't tell you what days the money is going in. Right now, you can't see that here, okay, because it's being set up for whatever reason. You're not going to be able to see that. But what we're going to do is there's a link right here that I'm going to put in the description. And after a couple of days, once your card gets hits on a new account, if you go into another tab, right, and you put this code in and hit enter, you're going to be able to see how much you're getting paid. Okay, just go to earnings and payouts. What this did is it just brought me back to the old interface, okay, the old reviews that we were doing. Okay, so everybody, if you want to see, after you add your card, you wait a couple of days, you want to see how many hits you're getting, how much you're getting paid, just go to the old interface by using this link, okay, and then you'll be able to see your earnings and stuff on here. Right now it's not showing anything because I just added the cards, but if I give it a couple of days, I'm going to see everything that you saw when you were doing reviews. You're going to be able to see it with this new link, and I'm going to have that in the description and in the file section of the group. Okay, so that's a way to get around being able to see what's going on in the new interface, okay, that you're not able to see now when you go to earnings and setup. So the main thing to do is your W-9. You want to make sure that you do, you add a new card. You want to make sure that you do the deposit account information, okay? Those are the main things that you want to do. Under current subscriptions, you want to make sure that these are green, okay? We're not doing anything under the products, nothing. And you can start to do some of the feedback and let us know if the numbers start to change. But right now, while they're still working on the site, the numbers are not changing, okay? So I want to just go over a couple of things that I wrote down that's really important. And I want to also add this information to the group. Please use the link that I provided to set up the sub accounts. If it does not, do $1 for the month for each sub account, you want to call them and get that reduced. Let them know that it's a sub account. But if you use that link that I gave you, it should automatically do $1. Okay. There's no penalties, or you won't lose your account for creating sub accounts. That's what they want you to do. Okay. The sub accounts are unlimited, but you can only have 5 cards per sub account. Each sub account, you're going to use a different email address. Okay. Give your sponsor your new email address and your member ID. Okay. By having sub accounts, it's going to allow you to get more hits per card. You're going to make more money using Freester. Okay. And that's what we're going to be working on. If you want to see how much money you're earning and things like that, you're going to use the other link that I gave you guys, and that's going to also be in the description of the video, and it's going to be in the file section of the group along with this video. Let's see. If for some reason when you're in your account, if this is gray, like this, you want to just make sure it's green, because that's how you get paid. Think of it, when it's on and it's green, that's money. When it's off, that means no money. On means money, off means no money. Okay. Make sure your cards is activated. If you add a card, just make sure that it's activated. So when you add a new card, like I had showed you before, if you add a card and nothing shows up, you want to just click on the card. You want to make sure that these are clicked. And you want to make sure that these have those dates there and these are clicked. If nothing comes up right away, give it some time. Because you logged it, it's in the system. Come back a couple of hours or a day and you'll see the information. That just happened to me. Okay. And for the direct deposit information, I was told you can use the same direct deposit information, but Freester is telling people to use different information for your direct deposit. What you could do is you could take a different card or the card that you're adding to the account and use that as your direct deposit, or another card that you trust where you want your money to go, you can add that as a direct deposit. What I love about it too is now that we're doing sub accounts, instead of always worrying about funding every card, if you have it down as a direct deposit, it's automatically being funded as you get more and more reviews for that sub account. Okay, so again, we're going to go over everything this Wednesday. I want everybody just relax, take a deep breath. This is for the better. I'm happy that this happened now instead of happening 6 months down the line when we have thousands of people in the group. Okay, so we're going to just work together. Everything's going to be fine. Just follow the steps that I gave you, and I'll put more information in the group as we go. Okay, so this is what we're doing right now. This is what we have. We're going to create sub accounts as we go. Don't try to cram everything into one day. It's going to hurt your brain. The system is so temperamental right now that you want to do a little bit at a time. And I promise you, over the next 3 weeks, you will see the flow of things as you do a little bit every day. Okay, you'll notice certain things as you do a little bit more every day. Just worry about putting 1, 2, or even 3 cards to your sub account every single day. Give it a rest. If it's acting temperamental, get out of it and come back in. Okay, and everything will be fine. I'm here to help you and to support you to earn online, and we're going to do this as a team. I just want everybody to relax. Follow the steps and training that I just give, and I'll see you guys Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. Have a great night.